What's going on, y'all? It's Claude. You're checking me out again at Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Before we get started, and I want to wish everybody a happy Friday, happy start to your weekend, and I hope your weekend goes as smooth as a baby's bottom. Before we get started, let me ask y'all that one quick question I gotta ask, just to make sure that we're all chilling, we're all vibing on the same wavelength, right? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? That's the question for today, y'all. Did you miss me? I missed y'all all week, and I've been kind of busy with some stuff. However, I'm back at it like I never left. I wanted to touch down on a couple things real fast before we get started on today's video. Now, number one, for the last 5+ years, going on 6 years roughly, I've actually been on the kidney transplant list. And although I share a little bit of my life with you guys through these videos, I like to keep in mind that this is definitely something that I'm dealing with behind the scenes. So besides working, right, and I love my patients, let's be clear about that. I love doing what I do and helping others. That's just who I am. But besides that, I actually have a whole separate part of my life that people don't really know about unless you're really that close to me. And you know all the things I go through. And I'm not here to complain or throw a pity party. I'm just saying that I have a website, and this is it here. This is a separate website done by the National Kidney Registration. And what they do basically is they help to find ways to get people kidneys that need them really badly. I'm actually dealing with kidney disease currently and waiting for a transplant. So hopefully this year, on my next birthday in January, or roughly around that time, I'm actually getting transplanted finally. So keep your fingers crossed, keep me in prayer, and I appreciate everybody who's doing that, and I appreciate your energy. Channel is called Mostly Healthy. So let's go back to putting smiles on our faces instead of being so somber, right? Mostly Healthy is my journey into trying to eat as healthy as I can, to try to stay as healthy as I can. Because you guys, again, if you know anything about transplant, you know that you have to be healthy on a lot of levels, right, in order to get transplanted. So I have to make sure that my health is up to par every day. I don't have days off. And sometimes I'll eat, you guys see what I do on camera sometimes. Sometimes I'll eat not so healthy. Sometimes I go full healthy. I just overload on the healthiness. I've actually been following a girl named Jessica. Jessica is a cook, chef. Matter of fact, before we even do that, here's her website. Jessica's a chef. She happens to be Jamaican, and who better to talk to or to try a recipe from. I say that to say this, and I'm not being stereotypical of any nationality. God knows I got a bunch of nationalities in my family. She actually put out a recipe a while ago about jerk tofu. I like tofu. Tofu is one of those things that if you do it nicely, it's going to come out really, really tasty, and it absorbs a lot of flavor. Anyway, her recipe basically had jerk tofu, and if you know jerk sauce, you know it's very spicy. So I'm like, how can I put jerk on tofu and not really like cough a lot? But what she's saying is that she's actually putting barbecue sauce, a mild barbecue sauce in it, and that actually cools it off a lot. It cools it down. And to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I just came from my local grocery. Extra firm tofu. Got some mushrooms. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. They may go in here. They may go in a salad, whatever. I was in the mood for mushrooms. What am I going to wash it all down with? This is one of my favorites. Very, very inexpensive wine. This is the Crane Lake Cabernet, and one of my favorites. My doctor told me that this is actually good for the heart. Red wine is good for the heart. I'm actually big on Merlots, and I'm big on Cabs, so I'm big on them. I am. But I'm also an adult, and I do sip responsibly. I don't really drink. I want to find out, is this jerk tofu recipe one for the books? Would I recommend it to you guys to try yourself in your kitchen? Enough talking. Let's go inside. Let's get into my kitchen and find out. Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. All right, y'all, let's do it. Jerk tofu. First things first, I want to give a shout out to Grace's, and they do the jerk sauce. So if you're in your supermarket and you're in the section that sells Jamaican food or ethnic food, look for Grace's. This jerk is bananas. This jerk is nuts. This is some of the best jerk I've ever had store-bought in a long time. Also want to give a shout out to Bowl and Basket. They've actually have a really good barbecue sauce, which is more of a mild flavor, and that's exactly what you want for this. You don't want a honey or anything like that. You want a mild barbecue. So when you mix the jerk sauce and the barbecue sauce together, this is on the money. Then threw some jasmine rice in the mix, because I was in the mood for rice with this. Loved it. Very, very flavorful. This recipe is one of those recipes that's going to take you a little bit of time, especially if you have an easy press, tofu press like I do. I think I bought it online for like $20 or something. It helps push a lot of the water out very fast. Things I would do different on this recipe, I would actually press the tofu out longer. And the longer you press the tofu, and then when you add the cornstarch to it, you're technically trying to dry it out as much as you can, along with the seasonings and the veggie broth that you put on it. So with the poultry seasonings and the veggie broth, as long as the cornstarch is drying it out, by the time you fry it, you're gonna get a nice golden brown consistency, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. And then by the time you add the jerk and the barbecue sauce at the end, this is phenomenal. Let me go ahead and not even hold y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a score on this. You ready? Jerk tofu. Jessica in the kitchen. I'm going with a 10 out of 10, baby. I'm going with a 10 out of 10. Side salad. I got my little Cabernet. This is a good lunch. Raspberry vinaigrette. Who knew? Jerk tofu, ladies and gentlemen. Healthy lunch. Salad. Tofu. Red wine. What else do you want? Mostly healthy. That's what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like the videos that I do me a favor, click subscribe. Turn notifications on. That way you get the videos when I drop them. Mondays, Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. During the week as time permits, like a Wednesday or Thursday. And once again, this is Claude, Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Newsbreak. I'm on all social media platforms. If there's a health bonus to my food, it's an added bonus. Jessica in the kitchen, thank you for what you do. I am now a follower and a fan of your work. And I'm going to start going through your website pretty soon to see what other recipes I'd be interested in doing in my kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, try it. You'll definitely not regret it. Just make sure you use an extra firm tofu. In either case, let me get up out of here. Happy holidays. I'll check y'all on the next video.